Stop expecting growth to be comfortable. Growth is not comfortable. So let's stop lying about that right now. Everybody wants the breakthrough. Everybody wants the healing. Everybody wants the blessing, the next level, the glow up, the transformation, the abundance, the prosperity, right? But not everybody is prepared for what it actually takes to get there. Because growth will shake you, it will humble you, it will strip you down to your truth. It will make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself, your life, your patterns, and your purpose. Welcome back, loves, and if you're new, welcome to the sanctuary. If this message finds you in the middle of a hard season, in the middle of your healing, in the middle of your becoming, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and use your own discernment always. Let's talk about this because somewhere along the way, people started dressing growth up like it was supposed to feel beautiful all the time. Like healing is always soft, or evolving is always graceful. Like becoming your higher self is just peace and candles and journal prompts and deep breathing. No. Sometimes it is that. But sometimes it's also pain, exhaustion, grief, confusion, anger. Sometimes it's your whole spirit realizing your life cannot continue the way it has been. And that is growth too. Growth is not just the moment where everything finally clicks. Growth is also the breaking point, confirmation, before the clarity. It is the moment you fall to your knees in tears, completely overwhelmed, wondering if you can even do this anymore. It's the moment you feel so stretched, so raw, so tired, that part of you just wants to give up completely. And that does not mean it's not working. Sometimes growth will bring you right to the edge of yourself. It's not to destroy you, but to show you what can no longer come with you. And that's the part that people skip over. That's the part people don't want to realize. Growth will expose your patterns, reveal your wounds, and confront the lies you learned to survive. It will pull up everything buried under coping, performing, avoiding, and pretending. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's where it gets uncomfortable. Confirmation. Because now you have a choice. Stay where you are because it's familiar. And this doesn't necessarily mean a physical place. This could be your mindset, right? Or move forward even though it hurts. Keep repeating that same cycle because it's known, because it feels familiar, or maybe even comfortable. Or break it even though breaking it feels like ripping old roots out of your soul. That's not weakness. That is what transformation is. Sometimes growth feels like losing people. Sometimes it feels like losing certainty. Sometimes it feels like losing the version of you that knew how to survive before you learned how to truly live. And let's be real, even when that old version was hurting you, there can still be grief in letting it go. Because survival selves do not form for no reason, right? They form through trauma. Those versions of you were built in fire to protect you. They got you here. But there comes a point where what once protected you starts limiting you, and you gotta let it go. And growth will make that impossible to ignore. You're not failing because this is hard. You're not broken because you get emotional. You're not doing it wrong because it hurts more than you ever thought it would. Real growth is not always gentle. Sometimes it feels like your own funeral. Sometimes it feels like everything false is being shaken loose at once. Or like your soul is outgrowing spaces your body is still standing in today. Of course that's uncomfortable. But uncomfortable doesn't mean wrong. It means something is moving, shifting, changing. It means that shell is cracking. It means you're no longer meant to fit inside the same limits, the same fears, the same excuses, the same smallness. You're not small. Growth will ask for your honesty, not your image, not performance, not the version of you that knows how to say the right things. Your honesty. What are you avoiding? What are you still tolerating? What truth have you been dancing around because facing it would change everything? What part of you is begging for freedom while another part is clinging to what's familiar? That inner tension, that inner battle is real. And that inner tension is often the doorway, the key. Because comfort does not just, a comfort doesn't comfort you at all. Okay, comfort doesn't transform you. It maintains the status quo. Comfort keeps furniture where it is. Growth comes in like a divine storm and starts rearranging your whole freaking house, your whole life. And no, it isn't always fun or pretty. And it doesn't even feel spiritual all the time in the way people like to try to package it, right? Sometimes the most spiritual thing you will ever do is keep going while your heart is breaking. Sometimes the holiest thing you will ever do is tell yourself the goddamn truth. Sometimes the strongest thing you will ever do is to not give up in the middle of your own becoming. Have you ever been so down in the dumps or in darkness that you couldn't see your way out of it, but somehow you got out of it? You don't know what tomorrow could bring. So stop expecting growth to be comfortable and respect it for what it is. It is sacred, it is necessary, it is powerful, it is revealing, and sometimes it hurts like hell. It doesn't mean it's here to destroy you. Maybe it's here to free you, to finally free you. So if you're in that place right now where life is stretching you so thin, humbling you, breaking things open, and calling you higher all at once, don't mistake discomfort for failure. Because sometimes discomfort is the evidence that something old is leaving, something that you don't need anymore. Sometimes the tears are part of the release. Sometimes the breaking is what makes room for the blessing. Sometimes the moment you want to give up is the exact moment something deeper is trying to be born. Keep going. Not because it's easy. And I'm not going to lie to you. Not because it feels good every day, but because your soul knows there's more for you than repeating the same pain in a different outfit. Growth is not comfortable, so let's quit pretending it is. But neither is staying where you are. Neither is staying where you've already outgrown. And one kind of discomfort keeps you trapped. The other one sets you free. Sit with that. Really sit with that one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, contribute to our sanctuary in any way that you feel called to keep it going. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helped.